Hey there, this is Coach Bill with Meditate School of Mindfulness, and I welcome you to this practice today, to this guided session where I'm going to lead you into this space of practicing meditation from a compassionate space. The truth is, all types of meditation center on presence and focusing, but when we can turn to practice compassion, our focus is well-being, the well-being of for others and for ourselves. And when we cultivate compassion, we see that it's a quality that can truly be trained like a muscle through exercise and repetition. So I think most of us would consider ourselves compassionate beings, but we could be more so. And this compassion, this heartfelt compassion, really connects to the foundation of the truth of who we are, and it's the practice of love, that we are beings of love. And when we find ourselves walking through our life pointing fingers and judging and blaming and being offended, then we're truly not coming from that place of compassion. So when we focus on compassion, we truly connect to the fact that we wish others well. And we should do that without condition. So, in the context that we're going to do it today, it's really focusing on building that muscle of compassion. And that's where we're going to go with this. But something we have to remember when we're focusing on compassion, we realize it is all about love, but there's an added element of being aware of the distress that we have in life, the dissatisfactions, the unhappiness, and the fact that there is suffering in our life. It's not dismissing those things or turning away from them, it's realizing that they are part of life. So here we're focusing on the wish to lovingly relieve that person and ourselves from suffering. Because once again, we can include anyone and everyone in our practice, but we should always include ourselves as well. So we're going to focus on this and see that building this compassion aligns us with the connection to the love that we have within ourselves. And so I invite you to join me on this journey of heartfelt compassion. Some people call this a Tonglen meditation. So open your mind to perhaps experience something different and allow me to take you on this journey, and you'll enjoy it. I hope. So take a few moments and get as comfortable as you can in the space that you're in. And let's begin now. Just settling down, and if you haven't already, go ahead and close your eyes. Relax into the space that you're in. Relax yourself into your body. And just take a few moments and connect to the natural generosity of the breath. The way your body opens up to receive and settles down to let go. And just feel how the body, by itself, flows. For a few moments, focus on the out-breath and feel how the body, by itself, simply lets go of what it doesn't need. And then it turns to what it does need. So just allow yourself to fall into that place of letting go so that you can receive, creating space for the freshness and the new. You have to let go of the old and the no longer needed. And as you rest here, dialing into that breath, the thoughts and beliefs of what we can do or who we are start to settle down. As we settle into that breath, tensions and plans and busyness can simply flow away. And with the in-breath, we can feel the aliveness of life pouring into us. So just notice how the breath happens by itself. And let yourself rest in it. And just enjoy that for a few moments. Resting in awareness itself. Feeling your body breathe. And I wonder if you could open yourself up and invite in an expansive presence. To feel your body open up to a bit more spaciousness. To tune into that space within and that space around us. As we let the body breathe, allow yourself to enjoy a bit of softness, that soft, peaceful breath. Feel your presence with the breath. Feel that presence with the air. Feel your presence with the space around you. And allow yourself to begin perhaps to erase that sense that our skin is the boundary of who we are. Allow yourself to feel connected to everything around you. Spaciousness, expansiveness, letting yourself connect to the flow of life. Perhaps you can open your mind and imagine that we are as vast as the night sky, that we are as vast as the universe. The breath, the mind, and the body are spacious now. And right now there's enough room for everything. Sink into your heart and feel the spaciousness of that. There's enough room there for us to connect to that light inside, for us to be with ourselves. And just imagine the night sky now. And however you choose to see it, a night sky filled with a moon or stars. And just let yourself drift in that expansiveness now. Feel yourself part of it all. Feel what's important. What's important? What makes life worth living? Let that echo through the universe. And listen. Perhaps as you breathe in, there's the answer. Perhaps as you breathe out, the answer's there. Or perhaps you can allow your awareness to sink into the depths of your heart. And you can ask that question in the deepest space within. We don't need the answer in words. Perhaps we can see a picture, or a face, or a color, or a place. Perhaps it's a feeling. Just notice what's there. Perhaps it's a texture or a flavor. As you rest in that space now, I wonder if you can remember a time when you felt clarity, freedom, joy. Perhaps you can connect to a moment where you felt at home, where you feel loved. Perhaps you can connect to a moment where you felt this deep, profound happiness for no reason at all. Whatever comes up, let the memory be as vivid as possible. Remember the place, the temperature, the way it made you feel, the texture of the experience. Just stay with that feeling. How did it make you feel inside? A warmth, a groundedness. Notice. Embrace it. And let yourself just be in that space, in that texture, in that place. And let it flow to every cell in your body. Let that feeling connect to every corner of your being. breathing it in and breathing it out. Let that feeling flow through you. As you float through that night sky, and then let that feeling drift away for a while. And I wonder if you could challenge yourself to think of a moment of difficulty in your life, or maybe in someone else's life. Not an overwhelming difficulty, but something that moved your heart and made you feel compassionate, made you feel empathy, something that you can truly feel. And choose something specific. Maybe it made your heart beat a little harder. Maybe it made you feel heavy. Maybe there was a little bit of darkness involved. And recognize it's there, and recognize we normally resist this feeling. Maybe it's a moment of loneliness, of doubt, of resistance. And just welcome that feeling for a moment. In the same way you did before, feel the texture of it. What does it bring to mind? How does it make you feel? Carry it with you into that night sky and be with it for a moment. And there's no reason to hide it or fight with it. Just recognize that there's enough room in that night sky for that pain to be. Just let it be. And remember that night sky. And continue to breathe into it. Feel that connection to it. That connection to the difficult. And then reconnect with the connection to what we love in life. Feel that energy. The difficulty and the easy. The hardness and the softness. Let yourself go with the flow. And maybe for a moment, focus on a specific person who we know is suffering, or who has caused us harm, or someone we disagree with, or someone we know is struggling. And invite that energy in, and hold them in that night sky with you. And as you hold that presence, you can question whether there's enough space, whether you can carry this forward. In this space of openness, perhaps you can ask yourself, is this what everyone is feeling? Is this how everyone goes through their life? Is anyone alone in the feeling of loneliness? Does anyone embrace that feeling of difficulty? Is there anyone in your life who is experiencing what you are? Has anyone ever felt it before? Allow yourself to reflect beneath that beautiful blue sky, or that beautiful night sky. How many thousands of people may have felt that pain, may have felt that loneliness, may feel that shame? Is it yours alone? Or does it belong to others? Where does this energy come from? Expand your awareness. Welcome the difficult texture that we all share. Welcome the suffering that we all share. And realize that there's enough space. in that spaciousness. Expand your view and welcome the feeling and the fact that we all share what's precious with us. We all share love and compassion. We all share gratitude and joy. Hold yourself in that space for a moment and rest in the awareness that we all have moments of pain and sorrow, and joy and happiness. As we move through our life, we all experience a great grief and great joy, deep love, and maybe a bit of hatred. We all take things for granted, but we all experience great gratitude. And that's the way life is. That without the pain, how could we feel that pleasure? Without the anger, how would we ever know the calm? Without the darkness, how could there ever be light? So hold everyone in that space and recognize that we're all in this together. That we are one in this universe. That each and every one of us is floating beneath the stars. Each and every one of us, every day, moves beneath that blue sky. Breathe into that heart space and hold everyone within it. And recognize that that energy of the heart connects to all the energy of those you love, of those you know, of those you may know in the future, and of those you will never know. And feel the oneness of life. Feel that compassion. And allow yourself to feel that energy of light. Allow yourself to feel that transforming generosity of love and compassion. It's not something we need to go out and seek, but it's something we need to practice. And what you practice grows stronger. So feel that energy now, and let it lift you up to move through your life in peace and in joy and in freedom. And as we come to the end, just trust that it's been my honor to share this journey with you. Just know that it comes from my heart, and that I wish you to be free from suffering. I wish you to be well. I wish you to be embraced by the energy of love and kindness. And I wish you to be present in your life and all that it has to give you. And as we come to the end now, think about how you feel. Feel the energy and the texture and the quality of this moment. And let yourself be present in this day. And when you're ready, ever so gently when you're ready, open your eyes and move on, connected to that peace and love and compassion. Have a beautiful evening or day. I'm Coach Bill with Meditate School of Mindfulness, and I'll see you next time.